Dear students, in the previous session, I had given you 8 transformation formulae. Now, of course, I had derived the formulae. One set of formulae convert the product into sum or difference of two trigonometric ratios. The second set of formulae gives us the conversion from sum or difference to product of the two trigonometric ratios. Now, those derivations are usually not asked in the examination, but better you know them, how they have been obtained, that is considering the compound angle formulae. Now, these are the first 4 formulae where the product sin A cos B and cos A sin B, cos A cos B and sin A sin B can be expressed as a sum or difference of the function. So, it's sin A cos B would be on the right hand side sum of the two functions. Cos A sin B, the difference of the two functions. Cos A cos B again sum of the two cosine function, and here sin A sin B the difference of the two cosine function with a negative sign outside the bracket. Now, for a 1 mark question you can express conversion from one form to another form. So, the first set of problems which I am going to work out today is we have to express the sum and the difference. We have to express the sum or difference in terms of the product of the two trigonometric functions, or when the sum and difference are given you can express in the form of a product, or when a product is given you have to express in the form of sum or difference. So, at present I am giving you first the product of some functions. When the product is given, depending upon how the product is, you have to use one by one. So, the first instruction is express the following product as the sum or the difference of the two functions. The first problem is sin of 5a, sin of 5a into cos of 3a, cos of 3a. See, I told you in the previous session that you have to be familiar, you have to by heart all the formula. Each time we cannot go on going to the back pages and look at that one. So, all these formulae have to be by hearted. Now, look at this one, sin 5a into cos of 3a. It resembles the first formula, sin a into cos b. In the place of a, I am having 5a. In the place of b, I am having 3a. So, I can apply the first one. So, how do you write that one? It is half will be there for all of them. Sin of a plus b. A means 5a, b means 3a. So, that would be equal to sin of 5a plus 3a. In between plus. Next is sin of a minus b. That is sin of 5a minus 3a. So, looking at that formula, you can express a and b are having the values 5a, 3a. So, we are adding here, we are subtracting there. So, this would be equal to half of sin of 8a plus sin of 2a. If it is asked for a 1 mark question, if you write this much, it would be enough. So, it resembles the first formula. I have made use of the first formula. Now, let us move on to the second one. I am considering another product here. This is sin a cos b. Now, it resembles the second one, that is cos 4a into sin 2a. Cos 4a into sin of 2a. Now, look at this one. It resembles the second formula, cos a into sin b. In the place of a, it is 4a. In the place of b, it is 2a. Now, when the cos comes first and the sin is afterwards, now I told you, you have to remember like that. It is not a rule as such. So, here it is half of, first I write half, sin ratio only. Whenever you have a mixed product, it would be in terms of sin only. If sin comes first, in between plus sign, cos comes first, in between negative sign. So, this is sin of a plus b, 4a plus 2a minus sin of a minus b. So, to maintain the symmetry or to make it easy to remember, the formula have been given like this. Now, simplify half of sin of 6a minus sin of 4 minus 2 that would be equal to 2a. So you have to write like this. If you write both the steps, now you will be getting 1 mark for this one. So if it is a mixed product, sin A into cos B or cos A into sin B, it would be purely in terms of sine function. Now let me move on to the next one, where I am giving another type of product. It is cos 70 into cos 10 degrees. Look here, in the previous two problems, I had considered general angle A there. Now I am giving a particular value, cos of 70 into cos of 10. Come to the third formula, cos A into cos B. In the place of A it is 70, in the place of B it is 10. So when it is a product containing only the cosine function, the third formula holds good. Half of cos of A plus B. A plus B means 70 plus 70 degrees plus 10 degrees. Then plus in between cos of 70 degrees minus 10 degrees. So when it is purely a cosine product, in between we are having the positive sign. So it is half of cos of 70 plus 10, that would be 80 degrees, and 70 minus 10, that is 60 degrees. But here in this problem, because some actual value is given, cos 60 being a standard value, you can write the actual value. It is half of cos of 80, and what is cos 60? It is 1 by 2. If you want, you can multiply by half and write the answer. Half of cos of 80 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4. Or else even if you stop here, you get the mark for that one. So when it is purely a cosine product, it would be in terms of cos ratio, but it would be sum of the two cosine ratio. Now one more problem. Here again, it's a general angle I am giving, but it is a half angle I am giving you now. Sin 5 theta by 2 into sin of theta by 2. I am taking one problem for each type of, for each formula here. Sin 5 theta by 2, sin theta by 2. Look at the last formula, sin A into sin B. So it resembles the same thing here. So what should be written on the right hand side? It is minus half of cos of A plus B, but that minus sign is there. It is a difference of two cos functions, right? Minus half of cos of A plus B, that is 5 theta by 2 plus theta by 2, minus cos of A minus B, 5 theta by 2 minus theta by 2. Be careful, only in this formula we get the minus sign there. Now you can further simplify this. Half of cos of, look here, 2 is the LCM, or directly you can write, because 2 is the common denominator, which is the LCM. It is 5 theta plus 1 theta by 2. Similarly, cos of 2 is the LCM, 5 theta minus theta by 2. Or you can write minus half of cos of 6 theta by 2 minus cos of 4 theta by 2. Now it can be further simplified. 2 ones are 2 3s are 2 ones are 2 2s are. Hence finally we get minus half of cos of 3 theta and minus cos of 2 theta. See again here, theta is an unknown angle. So we do not know the actual value here. So if the angle is given, say 40 degrees, 60 degrees, 125 degrees, then any one of them may become a standard value. You can write the actual value. Otherwise, you have to simplify using the formula. So when you are having a product like this, if it is sin A into cos B of the form of that particular form, sin A into cos B, use the first formula, that is half of sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B. If it is cos A into sin B, that is, in other words, it is a mixed product of both sine and cosine, we make use of the second one. Purely cosine product, the third one, and purely sine product, the fourth one. In the fourth one only, we are having that minus sign comes into picture. Now we have the second set of formula. See, the first set of formula gives us the product in terms of the sum or the difference of the trigonometric function. What is the other form? Actually, we are having the formula 5. It is sin C plus sin D. You remember in the previous session, I changed the angles to AB to CD. So, sin C plus sin D, it is 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos of C minus D by 2. Similarly, the sixth one, sin C minus sin D is 2 times cos of C plus D by 2 into sin of C minus D by 2. Now, the seventh one, it is cos C plus cos of D. This is 2 times cos of C plus D by 2 into cos of C minus D by 2. Finally, the eighth one is cos C minus cos D is, again we are having minus sign, minus 2 times sin of C plus D by 2 into sin of C minus D by 2. So, these 4 formulae give us the sum or the difference in terms of the product. You observe here, the same hint you can remember. It is sin C plus sin D. We are adding 2 sin function. It's a mixed product. Sin comes first, cos comes afterwards. And if it's a difference of the 2 sin function, it's again a mixed product, but cos comes first and sin afterwards. And cos C plus cos D, addition of 2 cosine function, the product is purely a cosine product. And then the other one, the difference of 2 cosine function, it is purely a sine product. Only in the last one we have the minus sign. Now, we have a symmetry here. First angle will be always C plus D by 2. The second angle will always be C minus D by 2. So that it's easier for anybody to remember the formula. Now, I am going to work out some problems where I convert the sum or the difference into the product. So, first one, let me take sin of 12x plus sin of 4x. Sin of 12x plus sin of 4x. Now, you can see that it resembles the fifth formula, sin C plus sin D. In the place of C and D, I am having 12x and 4x respectively. So, first you write 2 sin of C plus D by 2. C plus D means you have to add the angles 12x plus 4x by 2 into cos of 12x minus 4x by 2. Now, simplify this. It is nothing but the arithmetical calculation. 12x plus 4x, how much is that one? 16x divided by 2, that would be 8x. And cos of 12 minus 4 is 8, 8 by 2, that would be 4x. So, this is a 1 mark question where you are converting the sum or the difference into the product. Now, let me take another problem. Sin of 7a minus sin of 3a. Now, look at the right hand side here. We are having a formula, the formula sixth one, sin C minus sin D. It is a difference of the 2 sin function. So, here again we are getting a mixed product, but cos comes first, sin comes afterwards. So, 2 times, 2 is common, cos of C plus D by 2, 7a plus 3a divided by 2 into sin of 7a minus 3a divided by 2. Now, again it is 2 into cos of 7 plus 3 is 10, 10a divided by 2 is 5a into sin of 7a minus 3a is 4a divided by 2, that is 2a. Directly you can write, if you find difficult, you can write one more step. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10, then you can divide. But it's a very simple arithmetical calculation. I hope you can do directly. So, even this is a 1 mark question where either it would be product to sum or sum to product. So, when it is in terms of sign, sin C plus sin D, it would be a mixed product, sin comes first, cos afterwards. If it is sin C minus sin D form, then cos comes first, sin comes afterwards. Again, for both sine function of 5th and 6th, we have a mixed product on the right hand side. Now let me take another problem where it would be in terms of cos theta. So cos of 2 theta plus cos of 6 theta. So which formula does it resemble? The 7th formula. In the place of C it is 2 theta, in the place of D it is 6 theta. In between we are having a positive sign. Therefore it is purely a cosine product. 2 times cos of C plus D by 2. 2 theta plus 6 theta divided by 2 into cos of C minus D 2 theta minus 6 theta divided by 2. Now carefully we will do the simplification. 2 times cos 2 plus 6 is 8 theta by 2. Directly I could have written, since we are having a minus sign here, I am writing one more step. 2 theta minus 6 theta is minus 4 theta divided by 2. Now you can do the cancellation. 2 4s and 2 2s. That is 2 times cos of 4 theta. See, in the earlier problems, no, we never came across the minus sign. Now what I have got here, cos of minus 2 theta. But you know, in in the basic things about trigonometry, using the allied angle rule, cos of minus theta is cos theta. Sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. Since it is cos of minus theta, we don't have the minus sign, it becomes a positive function. So it is cos of plus 2 theta. If we had sin of minus theta, we should have written minus sin theta. Or tan of minus theta would be written as minus tan theta, whereas cos of minus theta, it would be plus cos theta. So this is the answer we get for the sum to convert that into a product. Now let me take another problem here, that is cos 80 degrees minus cos 40 degrees. See, in the earlier 3 problems about the conversion, I had considered only a general angle, A or theta or whatever may be that one. Now here I am giving you a particular value, that is C has got the value 80 degree and D has got the value 40 degree. But in between what you have here? Minus sign. Therefore, you have to apply the last formula. So that itself is having a minus sign. Minus 2 times sin of C plus D by 2. 80 plus 40 divided by 2 into, it's purely a sign product, sin of 80 minus 40 by 2. 80 minus 40 by 2. Now you can do some simplification. If you get a standard value, you can write the value also. So minus 2 sin, come to this one, 80 plus 40. How much is that one? 120. If you could directly cancel, well and good, or write one more step into sin of 80 minus 40 is 40 divided by 2. Now simplify further, it is minus 2 times sin of, you can cancel 60 times, you can cancel 20 times. Therefore it is sin of 60 degrees into sin of 20 degrees. You observe here, sin 20 degrees we can get the value using the tables, but we don't consider that as a standard value, whereas sin 60 is a standard value. What is the value? It is root 3 by 2 into sin of 20 degrees. Now 2 can be cancelled, finally we get minus of root 3 times sin of 20 degrees. Now this is how we get the answer. So by chance you come across the exact values for A and B or C and D. In the first set of formula A and B, or in the second set C and D. If you come across a standard value, it may be 30, 45, 60, 90, whatever may be the value. If you could write the actual value, you better simplify. Otherwise, if it is in terms of an unknown number, A theta b or whatever it is, then directly you simplify as much simplification as possible, and then you can stop at that stage. Anyway, all these problems now where we are doing the conversion, it can be expected for a 1 mark question. Now, the coming problems, so I am working out, I am proving certain result. Here you can expect it for a 2 or 3 mark question. Some problems you can get within 2-3 steps now. Now let us take down the next type of problem. Here I am proving certain result. Prove that cos of 2a minus cos of 12a divided by sin of 12a plus minus sin of 2a should be equal to tan of 7a. Tan of 7a. See, I have been telling repeatedly in almost all the sessions, whenever you are proving certain results, if you want to prove certain result, always the answer will be known to you. It is on the right hand side. So naturally, you get a hint how to start with, what can be the first step. That say if it's proving a result, it is easier than the other type of problems. Tan of 7a you have to get. You know that tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, correct? Therefore, that tells us that somehow we have to get here sin of something or sin of 7a divided by cos of 7a. If you can get, then only you will be getting the final answer, tan of 7a. Now, look at the formula that we have to apply here. The numerator is of the form cos c minus cos d, the last formula, and then sin c minus sin d, the 6th formula. So, let me use those formula. Start with the left hand side. Now, cos c minus cos d, the last formula, minus 2 times sin of c plus d by 2, 2a plus 12a divided by 2 into sin of c minus d by 2, 2a minus 12a divided by 2. Now come to the denominator, sin of c minus sin of d. We go to the 6th formula, 2 times cos of c plus d by 2, 12a plus 2a divided by 2 into sin of 12a minus 2a divided by 2. So, we have just applied the formula here, the 8th and the 6th, because it is of the form cos c minus cos d, this is sin c minus sin d. Now, let us simplify. First you can cancel 2 here, keep that minus sign. 2 plus 12, how much is that one? 14. 14a divided by 2, that is 7a. The 7a we should have got, now we got it here. Now 2a minus 12a. So 2 minus 12 is minus 10a divided by 2, that is sin of minus 5a. If you cannot write it, write one more step. 14a by 2 minus 10a by 2. If you can write directly, it's well and good. Same thing, cos of 12 plus 2, 14 divided by 2, that is 7a into 12 minus 2 is 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, we have sin of 5a. So, what do you get here? It is minus sin of 7a and into sin of minus 5a and denominator cos of 7a into sin of 5a. Now look here, just now in the previous problem I told you, cos of minus theta is cos theta plus cos theta. Sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. That is one of the allied angle rule. So that I am using, already one minus sign is there. It is directly, don't cancel because it is minus 5a, this is plus 5a. You can't do the cancellation. Sin of 7a into minus sin of 5a. What's the reason that you have to give? Because sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. Denominator, it is cos of 7a into sin of 5a. Now you can do the cancellation. Minus of minus, it is plus. Sin 7a by cos 7a, that is tan of 7a. So that is nothing but the right hand side. So here, starting with the formula, the conversion formula from sum or difference to the product, no? We have used two formulae, one for the numerator, one for the denominator. Suppose it is asked for a 2-mark question here. For writing the appropriate formula, you may get half mark. About 4 steps I had written here. For 2 steps now, you get 1 mark for that one. So that is the usual procedure of allotting the marks here. Now let me take down one more problem. Sin x minus sin y. You have to prove this also. Sin x minus sin y divided by sin x plus sin y. You have to show that this is equal to tan of x minus y by 2 into cot of x plus y by 2. Cot of x plus y by 2. See, in the previous problem, 2 terms they got cancelled, one from numerator, denominator. Whereas here, it's a product on the right hand side. One is tan function, the other is cot function. On the left hand side, no, we have to use again 2 formula, one for the numerator, one for the denominator. Look at the numerator, it resembles the 6th formula, sin c minus sin d. The denominator resembles the 5th formula, sin c plus sin d. So only sin function, those 2 formulae I am using. So the product would be a mixed product. Sin c minus sin d means cos comes first, sin comes afterwards. Sin c plus sin d means sin comes first and cos comes afterwards. So let me start with the left hand side and write the respective terms. 2 into sin c minus sin d, that is 2 cos, in the place of c and d I am having x and y. It is cos of x plus y by 2 into sin of x minus y by 2. See, no simplification at all. Directly we are getting that one. Suppose you have 2a, 3a like that, we should have added and divided. Here it's only 1x and 1y. So no question of simplification. Denominator sin c plus sin d, the first formula. It is 2 sin c plus d by 2. That is x plus y by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2, that is x minus y by 2. Now 2 and 2 are cancelled and no other term is getting cancelled because the ratios here, cos is there plus, cos and minus, sin x minus y, sin x plus y. So nothing is getting cancelled. We will be arranging them. It is cos x plus y by 2. Directly you can write, otherwise you write one more step. It is sin of x plus y by 2. I am grouping them, that's all. The other one is sin of x minus y by 2 divided by cos of x plus y by 2. Look at this one. You know that cot theta is cos theta by sin theta. Theta should be same. So it is cos of x plus y by 2 divided by sin of x plus y by 2. It is nothing but cot of x plus y by 2. Now sin x minus y by 2 over cos of x minus y by 2. Cos of x minus y by 2 is nothing but, so this is nothing but tan of x minus y by 2. So the order is different. So you can write it as cot of x plus y by 2 into tan of x minus y by 2. And that is the answer we wanted on the right hand side. So in the previous problem, 2 terms got cancelled. So only one was remaining, sin by cos, we wrote it as tan. Whereas here, because one was positive, the other, this is negative, this was positive. So no question of cancellation, only the number 2 got cancelled. So grouping the terms here depending upon the angle. Positive angle, negative angle. So we got one term to be cot x plus y by 2, the second term to be tan of x minus y by 2. Even this can be expected for a 2-mark question only. For writing the transformation formula, you get 1 mark. For the remaining simplification, you get the other mark here. In the next session, I am going to work out some more problems. Thank you.